Nah, kita dengar amat ko ya. Ya, nama guna sembahyang, hari Minggu kita kira yang ajar sembahyang. Ya, jago Tuhan, ni aku baca ya jawab. Kenyak aku orangnya. Pakai nulisnya macam tak ada perunsai ke pengawal ya. Ya, mulai dari protecting Dayak right and so on. Nya nabau besar kedua dia. So, sorry lah. Orang tu bisi kena timbak aku lah alam rasa. So, sorry. Nanti nemu direk. Ni buah nak kena bau. Orang baru kan. Nanti nemu dari orang baru. Mana hanang tak jago mana dia. Nak ketimbak aku tikun. Engkau tahu, tak mau punya bantai ke dia. Nya jawab. Nada aku malu nyebut. Ini semua. Ini semua tu malaman. Temannya jadi beri orang detail, nama aku buat ini semua. Ya, tu sah mat defend tapi macam ni. Aku ada jai, mana ada. Ya, jawabnya aku semua. Punya ada.
Mana yang jawab? Asal boleh.
Jadi, so maybe he is in a much easier position to tell you how do you consolidate, how do you make yourself credible. There must be a super NGO, and on this GO, aku having this bayangan, imagination. Aku dengar kita cakupnya semua. Kenapa aku belum sudah tahu? Kita boleh. Kita line up, bala barisan national leaders, nanu federal state. Line up ke leader hari opposition. Bisik kena ngeri belum. Nanti asal nak lah tangkup perayaan, anak buat lalu jahit orang kita. Develop your credibility dulu. Yeah, maybe some have doctorate, but be careful doctorate. Make sure you spend 4-6 years at university. Otherwise, you will be belittled by orang really full-time doctorate holders-nya. Ya, anak bakal siapa bisik orang serian dia. Kita nak 3-4 PhD. Aku tu dah kagak orang masuk PhD. Nama PhD kat sur gagak aku. Macam pun 7 hektar. Dia gagak summary. Dia dengar gagak summary, kami gagak. Dek seminat banyak 50,000. 50,000 nya lalu uliah kena dek sampai nak beri dia tambang semua pulai ada University of America. Pulai ni PhD. Kak malu diri. Waktu dia. Tidak nak datang dia standard dari buah lah. Anak agak credibility berkenyang. Apa kunya? And then credibility kena Datuk Syed. Sorry lah kepada kita. Tu kita tu bala Dayak. I have to be very frank with you. Laban aku tu kap contributing to this idea. Developing credibility. Nanti kita boleh Datuk Syed. Ukai hari Datuk Syed ke mana? Dia ketawa kurang hari belakang. Dia keranau kurang. Dia kumerang nak betul. So, yes, you can help your Datuk Syed, but stay a bit at the background. Awak kan? Ya ke real. Muka si Datuk dah bisa credibility. Okay lah. Ngambil daripada orang pun. Si konten lah tu. Okay sebarang. Punya musik ya. Lepas aku tu, udah 68 ke doktor cari dundang. Yang masuk aku di namanya umai aku tu nadai telau kaya nak berani tabling bill pasal definition of Dayak. There are two major problems with that, you know. Of course, the first one is it involves federal constitution. Any amendment, any addition, any deletion involving direct federal content, constitutional amendment, needs 2/3 majority, whether whichever side. At the moment, Datuk 12 Bugah aku udah try to do it. Government said no, we don't have the 2/3. Yeah. We hope that udah kami explain punya, you understand lah. The table tu lagi, AG Chamber sengaja proceed punya because of that constraint. Nak daya guna. Why do I want to waste my time? The first constraint. The second constraint, nemu kita lebuh. When I handle that lain case. Many of us, including me at one time, I thought it was a straight case, straight issue. if we want to define the word Dayak, we will be having a lot of problem. Not all Dayak, in your opinion, the so-called Dayak, want to be called Dayak. They don't want. The delay in the line was caused by Sabah. Until today, Sabah has not been able to replace the word line with what? They don't know. The Kedazan Dusun, even the two groups, Kedazan and Dusun, do not want to be called Kedazan Dusun. Some want to be called Kedazan, some want to be called Dusun. But all the time they have been called Kedazan Dusun. And then, once you have Kedazan Dusun split or together, many other communities also request to be included, to be listed. That is why in the case of Sarawak, the solution that we have is, if you are filling form online, once you tekan race or bangsa or whatever, I think there will be a series of ethnic groups, and you choose which one you want. That is a solution to lain-lain. But some borang, the hard copy, may still use the word lain-lain because when I asked why, they said there were so many already printed. They want to finish that first. But you are allowed to cross it and put your own race. But even that also we make such a big deal out of it. I mean, what does it do to you? Whether do you get a job or you don't get a job or scholarship just because of doing that? On the other hand, what was it that I wanted to put? I want to address the issue of kita nak bertemu orang Semenanjung, Bumi Putra. Yes, at the KSN, Ketua Setiausaha Negara, KSU, the equivalent of permanent chairman, permanent secretary here, and these very senior officers, those who have served in Sarawak, they know Bumi Dayak are Bumi Putras. But the clerical clerk, the clerical officers, those who tapis at the initial stage, you know, especially with the word AK, the moment you put AK, they think that if you are Joseph, AK Belaun, they think that I'm an Indian. Because skin color wise, I'm almost up. But to them, AK is anak kepada. That is Indian. Doesn't they say AK to them, the ignorant one, they immediately think it is anak kepada. They don't know it's a short form of anak. No, the Christian one. The Christian, there's some with Joseph, Zelia, something like that. Okay? Anyway, what is important to me at the time was to address the issue. To make sure that they cannot find excuse. Remember, I have already confirmed to you, we are discriminated. Okay? So there's no point arguing about that. So how do we make sure that they don't use any possible excuse to further discriminate us? That is why I insisted on us putting the word Bumi Putra Iban, Bumi Putra Badayu, Bumi Putra Kenyah, Bumi Putra Kelabit, Bumi Putra whatever. Oh, kayak main nyumpah bising ini buat ketajai aku bising ketajai itu mana sebut orang guna besar macam-macam. Tujuh punya very very good actually. Kita orang dengar we all thinking of politics, unity. Okay, now no more Bumi Putra depan, Bumi Putra Iban just Dayak. Are we united? PKR, BN, PKR, PRS. Then I'm sure there are many PDPs here, there are many other PRS here. SUPP, kena Dayak. Tapi tadi kalau SUPP ke aku. So just because we are under that name Dayak, it will not be sufficient to unite us. The Malays, the Melanaus are very, very united to me because of two factors. In Malaysia, it's because of their religion. Sebedau ada, agi alam kandung, udah nak religious. Nama atau approach lah yang ada. Ya, ada lalu nak religion. Religion ada. One time I didn't understand. Islam is a way of life. Kalau kita belajar history dunia dah. Kenapa description Islam is a way of life? I thought, kita dah hafal lah jawabnya. Bantai kemanya persal. Namunya amat. Bahkan kita ke Arab ke Patara, tahu Pataranya. To them, lepas tidak aku dah paduk paganism, but nadai agama bukan. It is a way of life. Everything centers around that religion. And therefore, labanya monistic religions, Arab kesibuk Utara aja. Everybody is fearful. The moment they invoke, they use that religion as whatever struggle they have, bunuh diri kau. So that is the reason why they are so united. Now, in the case of Sarawak, in addition to that, is the siege mentality. S-E-I-G-E. Siege mentality itu, pemang tubuh kita ni, namun dari atas berbagi, parai, maya berperang, maya muncul. Sehingga kaki apa mana? Kenapa ya? In the case of the Muslims in Sarawak, the Melanaus, the Malays, they don't have enough number to form a single race government. They need us, they need Chinese. So they have to be united. That's why they will never be disunited. Even if they're disunited, it will be for a short time. Bakal banyak, before that. Then they realize they have to get back together. Jadi kita, this is one thing you all have to realize. We have this false sense of numerical superiority. Kita yang pada mayu. Do you know that dia tahu we are not even 30% Iban. Plus ada Dayak. We are not half, only 40 something. The Chinese almost similar, 29, 28 something percent. The Muslim 25% dia. There is no single race to be said majority. Dan kita living in a false sense of, oh kita banyak tubuh. My goodness. Bala tambah 1/1,000,000 lah. Terus menjual ni. Dito kena ada bedak tak cuci celum 10 kilo. Atik dia maliak ke atas celum, maliak ke bawah celum, bak ekor celum, bak jamban celum. Mayuh celum dia. So if we live in that kind of false superiority, lain struggle kita. So please think rationally. That is the key word. Please organize yourself, be credible. Anang sebarang timbang. Papa timbang tu lain lah. Ante ya opinion different. Ante ya tersangka buta. Nyak kena ada credibility. I give you some example. Nanti kita tahu what I mean the credibility not credible. You know, many of you, for example, ni buat jawab example. Minta fund. I'm willing to give some fund to NGOs. I don't care who are really inside. Because like I said, NGOs can play a very important role. What we cannot do, NGOs sometimes can do. And when the pressure is enough, then we have to tell the government, this is true, this is important, we must address this issue. Okay, sometimes it can work that way. That's why I'm willing to provide the fund. Jadi bedak bala kita very active NGO tu pedas nak pedas bisik nama tadi dia. Beri laku announce laku nadai aku ngecik bisik account nadai account mana account tutup account. Bedaknya active. I assume everything is proper. So I announce. And then dadu kebayar. Pinta account, nadai account. Pinta adu, nadai adu and so on. So, aku suggest you do nginyau kita account orang.